slowed down, and I was just non-contiguous
pineapple.
And it acted about to pull out my brush and do a little non-contiguous
pineapple.
a little bit of painting you in here. And then suddenly, I mean,
What?
coming back. The other part of my answer is that, is it just in a crassest possible? Yeah, you know, who knows?
Yeah, a divination thing? Divination rod, you know? Is that what you mean? Like or water?
Where people are trying to eat locally grown foods.
You're like,
That's for what?
for this energy or something.
And, you know, perhaps
Poltergeist.
reestablish or get a dairy going up there. And perhaps work with the developer to do the alternative energy that they've talked about doing up there. But lose the idea of the 12,000 homes. Because we think that the impacts on the wildlife and on the water are going to be substantial. Working closely with the city of Reno to give them that second chance to stop the project and do the right thing. So as a citizen of Washoe County, I don't want them to use that water at the ranch to build 12,000 homes. We've been fighting this battle for about 3 years. This is going to be our 3rd annual WinnemuccaRanch show. I actually was the idea of a young man named Chad Zorg, who is an incredible organizer, and said, you know what? That's a pretty good idea. Let's have, he called it a paint-in. I'm part of the Nada Dada show as well, the mayor. That was featured in the New York Times.
An enemy.
Cindy Gunn, an enemy. See, an enemy. You know, some of the Nada Dadians could feel free to come out here and do found object sculpture or really anything that's inspired by this desert landscape. Right now, I don't want to hear about amelioration of impacts to wildlife. I don't want to hear about ways to keep the people that are going to move out here. What I want to hear about ways is to develop and grow a compact, sensible community in Reno, where Reno is. The absurd thing, despite losing in the state legislature, non-contiguous, the theater of the absurd, they wanted a non-contiguous bill that this would actually become part of Reno. They lost that, yet Reno still continues to make land use decisions on the area. It's not that I'm anti-growth. In fact, I'm quite pro-growth. Non-contiguous.
What really interests me in this, Eric is an artist. I mean, the fascinating thing is watching him take on an issue like this. Bighorn sheep were extinct in the northern 2/3 of Nevada.
Oh, they were.
And so most of my career was spent working on projects trying to get them reestablished in Tule Peak. So this is the closest population of bighorn sheep to Reno, Tule Peak, and we were able to put bighorn sheep in there. For 30 years, I worked for Department of Wildlife, trying to protect and restore wildlife. I'm a little concerned this development, I think, poses a real threat to them. Not so much from displacement, but from the idea of increased human traffic and exposure to more wildfires. I think it's inevitable that if you put 12,000 homes out here, you're going to have a lot more wildfires out here. This leapfrogging of city jurisdiction and encouraging massive development is a problem.
What's your name?
Karen Krajewski, Tule Peak.
Deciding to just take beautiful places and build houses because they want to create tax base.
I'm wondering, well, why are you jumping out here to build out here when you have all these projects within the city that aren't finished? That confuses me. And there are those people with their ATVs and, you know, whatever else they might have. They like to come out here and just enjoy this. And that there are different kinds of quality of life. You have an urban quality and you have a rural quality of life.
That's well said.
Hopefully there won't be a 7-Eleven or McDonald's orange over here. I could just see a Walmart right there.
No. Oh, no. My thinking was, because of the way the sun was coming up, I'll do this. And then by the time I get that going, then I should be able to do that. But I think I missed my window.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I work on Facebook, sort of.
What do you do?
Well, I mean, I've gotten jobs through there. I've gotten a lot of stuff through there. What the artists are doing is a paint-in. I shared that with Eric. The idea to bring the artists out here, because he's got this political fight, this campaign to raise awareness and get the media out here to see this beautiful land. I said, let's do this paint-in thing, where we get the artists to go out there and the media will follow. The media likes artists because it's such a positive thing, using their creativity to make something, to build something. Yo! Too. That's always good. Hey, big boy. Girl, boy. I don't know, it is a bowl. The horn's cut. Yeah, it is a bowl. They do their thing. They paint. Because the media will follow and they'll want to know why we're out here painting. And to me, that was...
Record me. Basically, the artist can't use ammunition like the evil ones who have the military control. An artist has to use his brains and other tools that aren't violent. They're not weapons. His paintbrush is not a weapon. You know, someone making a videotape about something, documenting something, that's not a weapon. However, to the big business and interests, that weapon is dangerous to them.
Yeah.
Nobody gets killed shooting a camera in your face